Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you guys through my updated morning routine. A lot has changed since I filmed my last morning routine when Rowan was a newborn. He's sleeping through the night now, thank goodness, and I think we've really settled into the swing of things. We have a rough schedule that we follow every day, and it's very calm and productive, and I'm really excited to share it with you today. So my day starts whenever Rowan decides to wake up, which is anywhere between 6:45 and 7:30 on a typical day. The first thing that I do is change out of my short pajamas, because I'm a sweaty sleeper, into something warmer, including my fuzzy slippers, of course. And then I go into Rowan's nursery to say good morning to him and get him up for the day. And this is one of my favorite parts of my day, because he is always so happy when I go in to get him. And he has the biggest smile for me, and it's just the sweetest thing ever. I will take him out of his sleep sack. We use the sleep sack as a tool in his nap time and bedtime routine, just to kind of signal to him that it's time to go to sleep. So when I get him up in the morning, I always make sure that I take it off of him and leave it in the crib before I pick him up, so he knows, okay, we're leaving the crib, we're leaving the sleep sack, it's time to get up for the day. Next is a diaper change. We use the Hello Bello nighttime diapers, and they work so well. We never have any leaks overnight, which is really impressive. And I also give him his vitamin D drops at this point. He's breastfed, so our doctor just said to give him some vitamin D drops. And I grab my boppy and turn on all of the lights in our living room. Again, we do this so he associates light with daytime and dark with nighttime, so I always make sure to make it nice and light and bright, even though at 7:30 in the morning around this time of year it is still dark outside. The first few minutes that he eats, I just kind of cuddle with him, but after that, I will check my phone, check to see if I have any urgent emails or messages, and get anything that needs to be done urgently out of the way so that I can spend the rest of the morning being a little bit more present with him and practicing some self-care. Then we usually have a little snuggle on the couch. Rowan's not a very snuggly baby, but right after his first feeding, when he's very full and kind of milk drunk, is the only time of day where he'll really let me cuddle him, so I definitely like to take full advantage of it, and I will stay on this couch playing with him and making funny faces at him as long as he will let me. Then I pop him in his activity center. He's usually good in here for about 10 to 15 minutes, so it gives me time to kind of start getting ready and get my ducks in a row for the day. He's so cute just playing by himself with all the different toys. He's so independent and curious. It's the cutest thing. So I head into the bathroom and I do my skincare. I wash my face with my Burt's Bees cleanser. I use this Trader Joe's Rosewater spray. And lately I've been using the skincare from Biossance. I have been using the lactic acid serum at night, and then the squalane, I think it's pronounced, under eye cream and face moisturizer. And I feel like they've made my skin so clear and so luminous. And it's so great because I did not have super wonderful glowy skin during pregnancy, so I'm appreciating having it now postpartum. Then I put on deodorant and I brush my teeth, you know, all the things that humans normally do in the morning, not very glamorous. And then I'll get ready for my workout, put my hair up in a ponytail, grab my workout clothes. I'm really lucky that Matt is able to help me with Rowan a little bit in the mornings before 8. So as long as we finish his feeding soon enough, I can actually do a little workout in the Tone It Up app, which is really important for me. It's a great piece of self-care. I always find that when I get ready to work out, I have better workouts than if I just kind of work out in my pajamas or whatever. Sometimes I have time for a longer workout, but since Rowan did sleep in a bit today, I just did a little 10-minute foam rolling session because I was also kind of sore from the workout that I had done the day before. Right now I'm doing the Tone It Up 2021 challenge, which is 30 workouts in 6 weeks, I think. So I'm trying to work out every single weekday. I definitely got lax with my workouts postpartum just because I didn't have the time or energy, and that was totally fine. But now I'm in a season where I do have a little bit more time, and Rowan's happy to play in the activity center for a little bit. He's a little bit more independent, and when he does get fussy, Matt just comes and takes him so I can finish what I'm doing. So I've been really appreciating that. I feel like it always starts my day off on a good note and helps me to feel like I've accomplished something right in the beginning of the day, which just keeps me motivated for the rest of it for sure. At this point, Matt will usually do a diaper change and change his clothes. Sometimes I sneak in to watch them a little bit because they're so cute playing together. Seeing your husband and your baby together is just the world's best thing. Then I also take this time to deal with everything that needs to be done in the apartment. So I open the windows, I feed the bunnies, and let them out of their pen. We do let them roam around the apartment freely during the day, but at night we put them in a slightly smaller area. They still have plenty of room to run around and stuff, but we just want to make sure they don't get into anything dangerous or eat any poisonous plants because we think they're all out of their reach, but sometimes they surprise us. And I sweep up their area because they do tend to make a little bit of a mess overnight. Then I feed them their pellets and give them some water, and I like to try to take a minute or two here to just pet them and love on them a little bit. I know with a new baby, sometimes I think they can feel like something is taking all of our attention, which rightly so, he definitely is. So I want to make sure I spend a little bit of time with them in the mornings. And then I clean up any dishes that we hand washed the night before that are sitting by the sink in our little drying rack, spray down the kitchen counters if they need to be sprayed down, and just kind of do like a quick 5-minute pickup. Then I'll start making Rowan's breakfast. We're doing a mix of purees and baby-led weaning. So today he just had a couple slices of avocado and some baby oatmeal mixed with some applesauce and a little bit of water to thin it. And we also have this little open cup from Easy Peasy that he likes to practice drinking out of. It's really cute. Then it's time for him to eat, and this is the time where I just have to let go and let him get messy and curious. It's fun to watch him figure out how to feed himself with the finger foods, the baby-led weaning foods, but I also spoon feed him a little bit just because I like to make sure that he's actually getting something. Since we've dropped the night feeds, I want to make sure he's getting calories and, trying different flavors and stuff. Even though it's messy, mealtime is always really fun. I feel like I've just been so aware of how big he's gotten lately, and especially when he's sitting in the high chair, like feeding himself and chewing and looking up at me. I swear he just looks like a toddler to me, and it's crazy because I remember when he couldn't even lift his own head, and that wasn't even that long ago, and now he's bringing a spoon to his mouth and drinking out of a cup. He usually gets very fussy towards the end of his meal. I basically let him stop eating whenever he stops showing interest. I don't try to force feed or get any extra spoonfuls in or anything, but he likes to eat a lot and he likes to eat fast, and so when it's gone, he gets a little bit upset. It also takes me a minute to clean it up as well, and I don't think he likes that. I think he gets a little bit bored, but eventually I'm able to pick him up and I take him over to the living room or his bedroom to do a change of clothing because he's usually gotten whatever finger food that we've given him all over his clothes. And then the next 45 minutes until he goes down for his first nap are playtime. And I always try to make sure that I get down on his level on the floor with him for this because this time is going by so quickly and the days are so busy and there's so much hustle and bustle, but this is really my opportunity to just be present with him and enjoy him being 6 months old because I know I'm gonna blink and he's gonna be 1 and then he's gonna be 2 and then he's gonna be in school. So I'm trying to really soak up the baby time as much as I can. His favorite toys are still the Love Every toys. He is obsessed with them, and it's so fun to see how much better he's gotten at interacting with them since we first opened the boxes. And then I'll put him down for his first nap. Our nap routine is the same every single time. We darken the room, and then I put him back in his crib, back in his sleep sack, and I give him a binky and his little lovey blanket. And I turn on the sound machine. We have the Hatch one, and we always use the ocean waves, and it tends to work really well. And then I sing him a little lullaby and stroke his face, and then I walk out of the room while he's still awake, and he's really good about going straight down for his naps now. It's a world of difference since we took the Taking Care of Baby sleep course. By this point, I'm usually starving and in need of some caffeine, so I start a kettle for coffee, and I make my breakfast. Coffee in the mornings, especially if Matt has a minute or two to join me, is really just the best part of my day. And I like to try to eat something kind of substantial for breakfast. Today I'm eating Rowan's avocado leftovers because mom life with some everything but the bagel seasoning and some lemon on some toast. And then I also made a fried egg to go on top, especially since I'm working out more right now. I want to make sure that I'm getting protein and hearty foods with lots of nutrients in them because I am also breastfeeding. For my coffee, I've just been using a little bit of half and half. I warm it up and use my handheld milk frother to get it nice and foamy, and then I just pour regular coffee into it. Nothing too fancy, but it's really yummy and it makes me happy. I usually eat my breakfast in the living room, and I also take this opportunity to check in for the day. I write down a few things that I'm grateful for, a few things that I feel like would make the day great, and I check my weekly to-do list for any tasks that need to be done for the day, as well as erasing my little daily reflection that I did the night before, just so that I can start fresh. Then I'm finally ready to sit down and get to work. At this point, it's usually 10:30-ish, and I definitely start my work a lot later in the mornings than I used to, but I think it's important to take that time for self-care in the mornings and eat breakfast and work out, and it's been working out really well. Everything gets done eventually, and this definitely helps me keep my sanity. So that's it for my morning routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful if you're trying to build one for yourself. I love you guys a lot. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!